Hello and welcome to my train room. I'm starting down here first because the train room's up in the attic, just to point out the staircase that leads up there. There has been a bit of interest shown in this. This was known as a space saver staircase. Anyway, this is the entrance to the loft room. And there we go. And while I'm down here, may as well point out, if we can make it out, underneath there is a station and a locomotive, because the track does go underneath the table even in parts. There we go, and the hatch closes down, makes a firm floor there. Okay, I'm not going to run trains in this video. I've made several videos with the locomotives running. I just thought I'd make an update of the layout itself and perhaps tell you how it all goes together. It's all Hornby Dublo. And as you can see, it's all put together and made in the style of perhaps the 1950s, 60s, the way that Hornby Dublo layouts used to be back then. On this layout, it's designed to take everything, and it has everything that Hornby Dublo made. So for example, here is the Great Western station, 10 platforms here, and it's got 10 platforms because there are several through lines and then enough platforms left over to hold everything that Hornby made in Great Western. So for example, we have the 4 castles, and over there you'll even see there's a clockwork tank and a pre-war tank behind there. Might be a little bit dark, I hope not. And a little few card buildings there. They're not Hornby, of course. But the plastic buildings here these are all Dublo, and most everything, everything on the track and the track itself is Dublo, and many of the accessories like this, yeah, the crossing and the everything there. And so they made from the 4 companies. They made the Great Western and the LNER, the Southern and LMS. So we'll just go around a little bit and look at what we've got here. Here's the LNER goods yard. So there we have an ER clockwork tank and a pre-war tank. And then you have the early tanks and the Dublo goods sheds and a Dublo table that I've converted so it works remotely. And if we look at the back there's also a clockwork A4, Sir Nigel Gresley. This coaling tower here, I've made this, but I made it in the style of pre-war Hornby Dublo, along with the ash plant. Both of these work, and I have a video that shows them working. Next on we have the another building that I made. This is a copy of King's Cross as it was when it was first built. There's some taxis inside. The taxis are Dinky 00, and we can see there's locomotives inside the shed. And if you've seen my videos, I'm sure you would have seen this station before. But here again, there's enough sidings to hold all the 00 LNER locos and carriages and everything else that they have in the series. One thing I forgot to point out here is my little, I call this Binns Road here. There's the Royal Mail behind, which is also Western with the Western Station, but this is my Meccano factory. And you can see that Mr. Hornby is at home, because that's his Rolls Royce parked up at the back there. So everybody's working hard, I'm sure. Anyway, back to King's Cross Station. I run this the same way. I've got a video of course running it, but I run it the same way as the real station, where the trains come in and they uncouple, and then there's a station pilot right there that takes the coaches out, which allows the loco to go off and turn on the turntable before returning. It can also be cold, and the ash plant can take care of the ash. But just to try and demonstrate again how the turntable works, I have a mirror there, because as you can see, when I'm sat here I can't see the turntable, so the mirror there shows me where the locos are. And then there's a water tower here with a handle on the top. The expansion pipe is a handle, and if I turn this like so, you can see in the mirror the turntable turns. And then there's little markings on the turntable. If I line the marking up, then I know that the track is lined up and the locos can come off there or go on safely. Oh, a little high street at the back, on the back side, and as with the real King's Cross, there's a tunnel down the one side which goes under the board to that little station that I showed earlier on. There's a little handmade girder bridge, well, plate bridge there, and track to nowhere. And here we have a 00 station, just a small through station, but it's they're pre-war buildings from the 1930s. And you can also spot there's the pre-war tank is there, and it's hooked up to a little bit hard to see, but that's an articulated coach right there. I think there's another one right here as well. There's a signal cabin, and underneath the signal cabin is some of the controls. Just makes it look a little bit neater done that way. Here we have a little town square, and we can see there's a policeman in the back there, and he's waiting for there's a burglar with his booty on his back. There's 4 lines going around, the 4 main lines, there it's going through there's two going through the tunnel there and two coming via this station here, and then I have another line that connects everything together, connects all the 4 lines together, and the stations, everything. Here's the original Double King's Cross station, the pre-war again, and above that I have the plan of the layout. And I don't know if you'll make this out, but there's the layout when I was as it was when I was a child, and that's my brother there with, I think if you can just make out the white building there, that's a station, and it's actually that one over there. My brother's 70 years old now, so you can see it's a good few years ago. And here is I got a video of this one as well. It's a, I forgot what it's called. This is it lights up, shows the way of the points and everything. You can see the lights flashing there. Shows the way of the train. It's the signal box diagram. Okay, so this is the southern station, and behind at the back of it, it has the goods yard, small goods yard, with the southern tanks. There's the clockwork there and the pre-war and everything that goes with them. There's a, as you can make it out when I get to the front, it's the EMU. And then we have a little push-pull train I put together there. Works very nicely. Again, everything that Double O made in Southern is right there. I made this little tram line over the top here, just for add a little bit more fun to the layout. And here we have the LMS / BR station here. This is also on the main lines that go around the outside. The room's almost 30 foot long by 12 foot wide, and there's about 900 feet of track. And you can see at the back there, there's a little town square again. That's because you can't very well reach into these corners so it's a good way to use that space up, that dead area up there. And again, these are the Double O buildings there in aluminium post-war. And the girder bridges are all Double O also. Okay, now we get on to my loco service. It's for the LMS locos. I've made a little a traverser there using many Meccano parts. You can see the drive chain is Meccano, and another card coal tower at the back there, and the engine shed. That crane, I think, is made by Meccano, Dinky, and it's electrically operated. So there is a video on that, and I've converted the double O turntable to electric drive as well, because normally it's manual. Okay, and from there we're still at the LMS slash British Rail. Here's the LMS Goodjad. There you see another clockwork. The clockwork layout is actually right here. This is the this board here. You can see it a little bit better from the side. It folds down and takes me about 10 minutes to set up to run my clockwork locos on there. Another little station at the background there. Pre-war again. I like the pre-war. Oops, got my finger on the wrong button there. Okay, there we have a little, there's stables there, a couple of young horses in there. And you see the children, the ice cream van. Okay, and now on to my marshalling yard. You see, this is almost a separate, well, it is a separate layout on its own. I can sit here and just use this without using the main lines. This is all the marshalling yard, and it has a hump. There's the entrance to the hump right there. You see, it goes all the way up and around. I made the wall myself. It's just made from card, but it's made in the style of Hornby Dublo. These are many of the tin plate wagons. They work better on the hump because the couplings are metal couplings. They work better than the plastic types. Here we have the diesel shed. There's all the diesels made by Double O right there. I've had many hours of fun setting up and using this hump yard. And now we're on to the loco shed for the marshalling yard. And here we can see Double O made 4 8Fs, and there you can see all 4 of them. And the same as the 264s. They made 4 varieties, I think 3 or 4 varieties of that, and they're all there. And all the 062 BR tanks are there as well, all the variations that they made. And at the back there's all the tin plate wagons that are in the Double O collection. Every one they made, I think, should be there. And we have another little coaling stage there with a delivery of coal coming up the ramp. little fella's working away hard there. And next we have the super detail. This is all the everything Dublo made in super detail. That engine shed is a homemade one. I didn't make it, but I think I picked that up somewhere else. But it's made in the style of Dublo again. And here we are back to the Great Western Station and Binns Road. Well, there you have my tour around my layout. It's been a couple of years since I did the tour, so this is more of an update. Let's just before we go, let me show you the controls a little bit. Here's all the controls. It's on a table that I can wheel around, and maybe a little look at some of the wiring. I don't know, but this will work out very well. But you can see well, it looks like it is a mess under there, but everything works. Everything is, if you've seen my videos, you'll realise that everything runs here automatically. I can run 10 trains at once and they'll stop and start and avoid collisions all automatically. All the signalling works, and that's also all done as would have been perhaps in the 1960s. There's no electronics. It's all relays and relay logic. Okay, thanks for watching this rather long video. Bye bye.